lot of work in a bunch of things, and some of them were recurring problems, and we just got to work through them. So the good thing is we really guarded people tonight, and we get a W because we're pretty good at that. We're pretty good at that so far. I think Holy Cross scored 90 or something tonight, so we got to be better at it going forward. But I'm just proud that we could just gut through. You know, sometimes it was a bit of a mess at times, but we still kept gutting through. And our kids will see from the film how much better we can be when we play a little bit more efficiently.
Jacob, you want to start us off?
All right, John, how much of your team's struggles shooting-wise do you think you can chalk it just nerves or jitters?
I think the foul shooting is really a thing that will come around, but if you look at our numbers in practice and everything, it's not happening. And you know, we got to continue to just work at it, and you can't dwell on it too much. And you know, we took a couple bad shots that got to that point, but other ones, you know, I thought once he made that three from the corner, I thought he'd be good, and then he tried not to miss the next two. All right, Charles thinking too much, just like the foul line. We'll just get through it.
Zach?
John Teskey been in some roles before,
yeah.
But this was kind of the first one of where he's the guy. What did you see from him on both ends?
You know what I like about him right now is he doesn't get tired like he used to. You know, we can really play him through a media timeout and still keep him in there. But he's a big wall at the rim for people, and that makes a big difference for us. And then just turning around and making little jump shots is going to be huge. And then he's always somebody who can throw it up at the rim too. So he's trending. He's been trending in the right direction, and what I do like is I think we get 30 minutes out of him if we needed it.
Were you surprised Norfolk State went at him so much when he was on defense, and then also his
No, I mean
ability to
they
stay
played zone the entire game, which they played 68% zone man last year, and they played all zone, and I don't know what the rationale was, but he always had groups around him because they're in the zone. Probably daring us to shoot a little bit.
Larry,
how concerned are you about the free throw shooting?
Oh yeah, I mean this is it's only because it's, you know, Charles is so much better than this. He was just 5 for 6 the other day, but he's got to get through it, and it's not a physical thing, it's a mental thing, and we just got to keep working with him. But all the other guys too. So the other guys is more of a jitters thing, right? Charles is better than that, and he will be as we go forward.
John, we saw you play kind of those core 8 guys, the 3 off the bench being Brooks,
Yeah.
Slivers, and Davis. What did you think of their performance tonight?
It looks like that 8 might go until the freshmen get more ready, and the rest of the freshmen get more. But when you get Eli and Isaiah and Austin come in and give you those minutes, why do you got to go deeper? I want people to play a lot. We want guys to play, and then as we continue to work with David and Brandon, they're probably next in line, and we're going to need them. We're really going to need them, but they got to show it in practice again more. And these guys they have been bad in practice. The other guys have played it, showed better. But there were moments today where they probably were saying, the freshmen were probably saying, wait a minute, I can make those mistakes. But we'll get there.
Chris?
To clarify, you said the practice numbers, the shooting numbers, they're good, or they're not?
Good.
Okay.
They're very good.
Okay, so it's just a game
especially
thing.
Especially foul shooting.
Okay.
Is really good. So we put pressure on them all the time. So you guys have been here 12 years. We had it last year. We have it this year, and I'm the same coach, and we coach the same way. If not, we put bigger emphasis. So it's got to come around. We can't win. We can't win without making foul shots, and we will. And I'm confident we will.
And then playing through Jordan early, and just talk about how he started and got you guys off through the start.
He's able to get assists. Now we got to get him to think more like a point guard. Do I got to make that play? It's almost there. Do I got to make that play? So I thought he hit using him as more of a ball handler. Of course, with his zone, it changes everything what we do. And we haven't seen a bit of it in the scrimmage. We haven't seen a bit of it from Northwood. So it was the first time, and the only time we've seen it is against ourselves. So it takes some of the playmaking away from Jordan, but he's got to continue to move in against the zone and take good shots.
Over here with Steve.
Isaiah came off the bench and gave you good energy.
Really.
And played a nice all-around game. Talk about what he gave.
Well, I've just told him his shooting has been so good in practice. I said, we're not going to treat you any different than we would Duncan Robinson. I mean, you got to come off. You got to have a hunting mentality because he's been shooting so well. So that's what he did, and that was good to see that. But what he also does for us is he's like the talker out there defensively. He's talking to everybody. He probably really bright kid on and off the court. and he just sees the game better than some of the other, especially the younger players.
In the middle with Andrew.
Coach, could you describe the sort of post-game scene with 800 wins and your players wanting to celebrate?
800 wins. It's 800 wins that go with you. Those other basketballs that are back there, but it was nice to have a poster and so many people congratulate you. I do appreciate all the people that have been a part of this because it's not done. Kathleen's been with me for all 800. We got married, we lost a game, and then we won one, and that's how it all started. And so we're fortunate to have good coaches, good assistants, but let's go after 900. And I'll probably say the exact same answer to you.
And then the banner raising, I know you said.
Yeah, that was
you
cool.
would try to.
That's always cool. No, I was reflecting back about moments early in the year and moments early in practice and how that just sort of started all coming together. The Big Ten Championship, especially, that was to win it back to back, 4 games in a row. I don't know if it's ever been done for winning 4 in a row back to back. I don't know if any teams have ever even done that, and that was really special. And obviously, the ride to the Final Four, every game we advance it's special. Wish we could have won it, but.
Right in front with Jonathan.
Coach, kind of cover you on that one. What is it like to do something in Michigan history, the first time ever in Michigan history, to go back-to-back and winning Big Ten Big Ten tournament?
Well, I think we got such a great tradition. Anytime we do anything like this, it is special. When you look at those banners aren't going away. I mean, they're going to be up there forever. I'll be dead and gone, and they're still going to be up there. And I think that's what's special for these kids to come in and walk in here, 30 years from now, and look at those banners and know they were a big part of them. Hopefully, we'll have a lot more up there by that time. But I mean, it's something that's never going to go away. That's huge.
Back right.
Coach, how would you assess the freshman performances tonight, but in addition to just the scrimmages and thus far since they've gotten a chance?
There's been tremendous growth. I don't think you saw it in those last 4 minutes, but that's normal for the first time in front of a crowd coming off the bench. And then Iggy, same thing. Iggy will make some really terrific plays, and then he'll plow through 3 guys. So he's sort of learning how to do things. But I love the what I've seen from them in especially the last couple of weeks. We're getting time now to work with them extra, and so that they're ready if we need them. Right? But right now we got to win games first, and it's not a tryout for them in games. It's going to be a tryout in practice every day.
In the second row with Ethan.
How did you see John leveraging his size defensively tonight?
Well, he's done. If you watched him as a freshman and sophomore, he was so foul prone. We've worked so much. Use your size. The new arc and the jump wall is huge for him. He's not a shot blocker, but he's a big dude to score over. So if he just goes up there, man, that used to be a foul when you jumped up like that. And now he's really starting to really understand the verticality. And I noticed it a couple of years ago when I was demonstrating something with him and he was in front of me and I couldn't see anybody. He's just a big wall for us, and he's using that effectively. And I think he did last year at times too.
Ryan.
Again on John, how has he improved moving laterally? It seems like he's
good. We like his feet. He's very unique for a 7'1" guy to have a size 13 shoe. So he really can move his feet. So we're not hesitant about switching a ball screen late. We're not hesitant about throwing it up to the rim. He can move his feet, and it's just sort of trying to learn the nuance of the game. We got to get him so he's more rebounds he touches, he actually gets. But tap backs, all those things are big.
Right in the middle.
John, going back to reflecting on the banners, you guys tonight replaced basically the 2 Final Four banners that were taken away with the Fab Five. Did that cross your mind at all, a part of your reflection or anything like that?
No, I don't think it probably crossed anybody else's either. But at any rate, it's just, let's celebrate what these guys just did. That was really something for them to go to the Final Four and to win a Big Ten championship.
Stay in the middle with Derek.
Coach, what was your grade tonight for Xavier Simpson's play at the point guard position?
I'll have to watch the film. I thought he did some really good things. I'm really excited about the 3 he knocked down because I'm not telling him not to shoot. I mean, I'm watching in practice and I know he can do this. And so there's a fine line between my patience for it, my encouragement, and then trying to win games, and I'm trying to mix all those things. But his 2 charges in the first half are, just getting used to playing again, saying, and again, when we're practicing, he's going against the freshmen, they aren't standing and taking charges, right? We're trying to get them to, but they're not doing it. They will in time. The Norfolk was a pretty experienced team. They're going to stand and take charges, and we need to learn. You just can't put your head down and go. Iggy, Charles, you just can't put your head down and go, but C.J. Baird might not take that charge.
You close this off, Chris?
The way that Eli's shooting the 3, is he a guy that you can see as more of a hunter, that you might want to become more of a hunter?
Yeah, that's what we've seen the whole fall. And I don't think he shot it that much in Europe, but that's what we've seen. And so he's got to be a guy that can combo in there and do a good job. And people, if people are playing back off our guards, put Eli in there, right? Because he defends, he talks, he sees one play ahead. That's really good. So I thought him and Xavier off the bench today in particular were like, I don't know what their plus minus was, but it was probably pretty darn good coming off the bench.
Thanks.
Congratulations.
All right, thanks everybody.